Bitcoin just dumped into critical support, and this chart is showing the exact same structure it has been printing in 2022. After that, Bitcoin started to relief rally towards the upside with approximately a 40% gain. In 2022, Bitcoin hit the exact same support level as we have been doing right now, and every single trader who panic sold against this massive support level missed out of a 40% move within the next week. And this chart structure today is identical what has been happening in 2022. The traders who recognized this pattern in 2022 caught a 40% move, and you are running out of the next move right now. I will deep dive into this trading setup in today's daily update video, but first of all, I would really appreciate you guys to follow me over on X, and most importantly to subscribe over on my YouTube channel and like this daily update video if you love those updates. And let's dive right away into the chart for now. Because what we actually can see in 2022, the exact same top structure had been forming for Bitcoin, and that was looking like a first all-time high, a big retracement towards the downside, a next one towards the upside, set a new all-time high, swipe every single short holder out of the market before the next rally towards the downside started. And if we convert that to the price action we have been seeing in the past few months here, we can see that we put in an all-time high, that we saw a dump towards the downside, we pushed towards the upside, we put in another all-time high, we shook out all the short orders, and that was where Bitcoin started to dump towards the downside. So this is pretty identical to what we are seeing on Bitcoin in 2022. But the most important part right now, and that is why I have been opening up such a big long position, because we have been dumping exactly into the same support level over as in 2022. Bitcoin dumped towards this level, and after that Bitcoin started to rally towards the upside, and that move was a move of approximately 40% towards the upside. And we have been rejecting from of this zone for a further move towards the downside. That is the exact zone we have been making right over here, and that is the zone of approximately $85,000 towards the $100,000. So for that is the plan that maybe we could see resistance on that point, but there is a big gain to be made of approximately 30% right now. We are currently at the very important support, and right now we can see that buy momentum is getting in the market. But one thing in the market is unfolding right now, which I blew my mind on, and this is very strong, and also why I open up a big position on Bitcoin. Why? Because if you look at this chart and if you look at the story I posted over on my X page, this is really important, because the Fed doesn't want you to know is that every single time oil just rise $10, that means that inflation will go up approximately 20 basis points. And just keep in mind that we have been pumping towards the upside from $55 into the $120, and right now we are at the $100, and that means that inflation could hit in at approximately 3.2 or 3.5% if we remain those oil prices. And with the oil supply shock that is happening right now, oil could even increase the price, and we will pump even further towards the upside, and that will also cause an even bigger inflation number for the economy. And historical speaking, and everyone knows this, that is the inflation so high in the economy, that is exactly where Bitcoin gets strong, and that is exactly where Bitcoin will rise on towards the upside. So right now everyone is talking about oil, but actually inflation is a key indicator here, and inflation is so good for Bitcoin. And this is also confirming the strong signal we are seeing right over here, because the relief rally is in the making, and inflation will hit pretty hard, and Bitcoin will take massive advantage of that inflation numbers. Right now, the CPI will not go to 2.9%, but even higher towards the 3.5 or 3.2%. And that will shake out every single one in just the financial markets. But Bitcoin will take massive advantage if the inflation hits him pretty hard here. I have been opening up a really big position on Bitcoin. Why? We have been compressing the Bitcoin price for over a month here, and previous week we finally broke down or broke out of this compression zone, which means that the structure has been changing towards the upside, and right now we have been perfectly retesting this structure exactly how we wanted to see it. If you look at the volume profile, of course, in the middle of the range is exactly where the most of the volume has been piling up. That is something we have been breaking and retesting right now. But really important to know is that we have been getting supported this weekend by the value area low. And this is a really interesting point. This is the point where the volume is getting lower. And that is exactly where we want to dump in towards before the next rally towards the upside starts. So things are looking really good, but right now we are heading into a point of interest level, the middle of the range, and this is the highest volume level of this range. For me, it's really important to see that Bitcoin will break out of this point of control level and see a little bit of a retest and then see its next leg towards the upside. So things are looking really good right now. The only thing we want to see is the point of control getting gained, and we will see a massive pump towards the upside. And if we can pump from off this point and my position will be in profit, I will hold this position pretty long till the inflation hit the financial markets. But what is the exact position I am currently in right now? I have been opening up this position last week, and of course I am in a little bit of drawdown. I was even in a bigger drawdown. Right now I'm running approximately break even on this trade. I have been very confident with this trade, even though we have been dropping further towards the downside, because these charts, this news is just so bullish for Bitcoin, and we will probably see a next move towards the upside for Bitcoin. And that is why I exactly opened up this trade on Bitcoin completely transparent, completely live. And the most beautiful part about this setup is I have been sharing this setup before it even unfolds. Right at the top, right over here, I shared in my free Telegram group that I wanted to open up a trade at these exact levels. And you could be in that free Telegram group by yourself. It's completely free. The only thing you need to do is join the free Telegram group with the first link in the description, and you will be the first one to notice when I'm opening up any new positions on Bitcoin. This is a really high conviction setup, and I'm in it with 6 Bitcoin, and this is just a massive amount of money. But I am still transparent in this trade. Even when the trade was in a big loss, I showed it here, and I will run this trade in big profits, and you will be the first one to see what I will do next in the markets if you subscribe over on my YouTube channel and join the free Telegram group. Also, why this setup just works is that the ETF outflows have been resumed, but a very interesting thing to see is that the ETF inflows are decreasing pretty much, and the outflows are getting smaller and smaller, and the inflows will get in the market once again, because everyone is freaking out of 2 days of outflow. But look at what we have seen last week. We have been a consecutive 3 really big days of ETF inflows and 3 very small days of inflows. Right now we have just 2 days of outflow and everyone is freaking out the market. I don't know exactly why, but the inflows are way bigger than the outflows, and that is exactly what you want to see. And that is also exactly a very important standpoint for me to be in this trade and to run this trade into very big profits, because the ETFs are heating up once again, and we don't need to zoom in every single day here, because if we just measure the inflows and outflows here, the inflows are way bigger than the outflows, and that is exactly what the ETFs wants to see. So also this is such a high conviction signal that I'm really convinced in the trade I am at right now. I will be very cautious with the Bitcoin price right now, because things are heating up like crazy, and I really think that the Bitcoin price could explode within the next days here. This is gonna be a very exciting times for people who have been fading Bitcoin and who bought and who are trading the Bitcoin price with me. So please make sure to follow me over on X and to subscribe over on my YouTube channel to never miss a daily update video ever again. And I will see you tomorrow by a brand new Crypto Daily Update video.